Okay, well I posted this video and then I deleted it because my microphone was unplugged. So this is my Reclaimer support build that I run in the DZ and in Last Stand. It's the healer build. And I run max range on my support station. It's 12 meters. It's the largest box you can have. I'll start with the talents I use and why. Triage, obviously 15% skill cooldown every time somebody runs through a heal. Battle Buddy, 30% damage resistance for 10 seconds on a revive, and the reason I use that one is for the defibrillator heal. When it actually works and it revives somebody, then you both just get 30% tankier, and when you revive somebody, they really need that tankiness, because if you're a good team and you down somebody and maybe they get ulted or defibrillator heal, right? They never stop shooting at him. So he'll stand up and immediately go back down, or it'll even look like he never even stood up at all. He'll just stay on a knee like he didn't get the ult. And that's just a team continuing to burn through a player until he's dead. A lot of people want to run up an elbow or whatever, but it's just not as good as 4 players focusing all on one player. So this at least gives him a chance to maybe use a med kit as he's standing up and do like a combat roll, and maybe have 2 or 3 HP to receive a heal, but not just instantly go back down. Tech support, kill hostile, keep an active skill duration 10%. The box lasts 101 seconds. So, 10%, he gets 10 seconds added on every time I down an NPC, or if somebody's in the down state and I finish them off, we get 10%. 10 more seconds to fight inside this box before it cools down. And then Combat Medic, this is probably one of the best talents you want with a team. 20 meters is a pretty... Wait, is it 20 meters or 40 meters? I know it's huge. 20 meters, right? So that's 2 of these boxes almost. So I can medkit somebody all the way at the edge of this box, no problem. Because this box is only 12 meters. 20 meters is a huge, huge radius. Alright. So then I use the defibrillator heal, obviously, because I'm the healer. As you can see, ally heal 297,800. A lot of players don't even run around with that much HP. 200,000, 212,000. So it's, dead, almost dead, 1 HP to full life. Obviously it has that whatever. So when you're down, and it doesn't heal me for near as much, but this is just a slow example since I'm by myself. You'll be like, oh, but you said it's full health, right? You get 10 more seconds of healing after the initial heal to take you to that full 249,000 HP. And then the green ult, it's a 304 second cooldown, but with triage, and as much as I'm fighting in the box as a reclaimer, I almost never leave the box. You get 30% cooldown on your ult. Okay. So now it's down to 249 seconds. And then every time I triage 1, 2, 3 times, and you get 10%, 15%, so 45% skill haste every. The cooldown on this 14 seconds. I think that's inside the box too. So say the box isn't down. 18.2 seconds. Plus triage, 15%. Basically get it back if everyone has damage or is wearing vigorous and they time the triage right. Triage has a 1 second cooldown. So 3 people run through it, you basically get your heal back before it falls off the floor. Alright, 4-piece reclaimer. too high end. Vigorous obviously. Overheal, I mean, it's the best thing you can really have in the game right now. A lot of people run Barretts, but I just don't think the ends justify the means. Same with Reckless. And if you have a healer in your group or anybody running 200,000 skill power plus, it's just way better to run Vigorous. You get tanky. Electronics mods with skill haste. Everything is all electronics. Nothing, anything else. Skill power. I could have a better major attribute. Knee pads, skill haste, support station range, 7.5% is the largest currently. See, and I think I even have 1253. Not bad electronics. Blind deaf, bleed, good knee pads. Inventive. I use inventive over specialized because even though you, if I demonstrated this, lose some skill power, right? 333. Okay, the bleed's off. 333 dropped to 290. Specialized is 271,000. So like, right, and that's just a constant. Even see now at full health, 271,000. Inventive, you reap more benefit, and as the healer, even though this heal isn't for me, it doesn't heal me much. You know, I'm constantly fighting inside this 12-meter box. You will watch any of my gameplay videos as me playing healer, and I almost never leave. If my team is fighting over there, I just shoot heals at them, and when they get status effect, I say, come back to the box. It's right here. It's always here. Gloves, the important thing here is skill haste. I would also like to have crit hit chance on these gloves, the only thing that can make them better. I'll explain that when I get to the weapons, and then the holster, skill haste. So that's why I use inventive. You know, I think the ends justify the means better. People are like, "Why you never have full health?" You do. You have full health a lot as a healer, like almost always, unless you're getting focused. And so, Caduceus. This is one of the things that I would like to make a little better. I can make some huge improvements. I could put a crit hit chance scope on it, and I think you can get a crit hit chance muzzle for assault rifles as well. I'm not 100% on that. So that would, and then also a crit hit chance magazine. Instead of having extended mag, I should just use like a quick release or a high velocity, whatever, with higher crit hit chance. Pistol doesn't matter, except I just use the 1911 because it has the highest base damage. And the reason I would switch these to crit hit chance is Caduceus' 4th talent. Just to get some crits here and there. You could actually heal your players quite a lot, you know. Every 0.2 of a second you could heal them for 3,000. Because it's 1%. So we'll move the decibel, you know, 3 places. It's 2 places, yeah, so it'd be 305 and 6600s would be their total heal every 0.2 of a second every time you crit. And you could just raise that crit with a scope, you know, like 7%, crit a chance on the gloves, and then you have like 14%, which is way more than the current 3% I have. You know, it's triple. And then I use an M60 because it's also, LMGs have the highest headshot multiplier. I think it's pretty high base, so, you know, 135% because I also have it on my scope and muzzle, you know, like 18% on each, so I just boosted it 30-some%. So it has base 100. And then the M60 has a 200 round magazine, and it's one of the highest base damage LMGs. So magazine size could probably get rid of rate of fire, but it really doesn't matter. I like rate of fire on it. It's kind of slow shooting. Reload speed might be better. You know, a high velocity magazine. Same with the grip. I could probably get a reload speed grip instead of having 4.5%, because it does. It takes. I mean, this thing takes like a year to reload, and this is a short reload because I didn't use the whole clip. But that's the reclaimer build, and you know why I use the things I use.